Alrighty friends, let's talk about the fourth film installation in the My Hero universe, You're Next. At this point I've seen this film 2.5 amount of times. I saw it at a screener, I saw it at the premiere just a few days ago, and I saw 15 minutes of it at Anime Expo. And if you remember, if you're following me on my social accounts, I actually got to interview both Deku and All Might's voice actors during Anime Expo. It was such a rewarding experience. They are absolute gentlemen and sweethearts, and it was such a beautiful privilege to see these gentlemen who've brought these characters to life for a decade. It's such a powerful experience, and they are still just as excited about these characters as they were day one. The way that they breathe life into it, it's amazing. And especially All Might getting a chance to do Dark Might in this version is such a thrill to be able to reinvigorate these characters that we know and love and to play. I think the great thing about this is that despite being the voice actors for these characters for years and having the manga also out for years, you would think that they would get very stale in these characters, but these two gentlemen experience these characters every time they enter in the booth, and there's something new to enjoy every single time, especially when you get to do a movie like You're Next, introducing brand new characters like Anna and Julio and Dark Might, and getting to play within the realm of your character, but also completely removed from your character. And so I'm so excited to talk to you about that today, and to also share a couple of interviews, because I happen to be on the red carpet for the My Hero You're Next premiere, and I got a lot of interviews, not only again from All Might and Deku, but I also got interviews from the American voice actor cast. So I'm gonna do my non-spoiler review as usual, a little bit of spoiler review, and then at the end of this video, you're gonna see some clips of those interviews. All right, so non-spoiler review, and quickly talking about what this film is about. This film takes place right in between, I believe, episode 4 or 5 of the 7th season. It's right in the middle of it. It's right when all of the students are healed, right when all of the UA students leave the UA fortress and go outside. It's right before the big battle, just kind of ground level heroes taking care of business before the big battle starts. And out in the world, we realize that there is a vacuum now that All Might has lost his powers for good, and the world knows this. And not only that, some people, mostly Japan, knows that Deku is All Might's successor, but for the rest of the world who aren't privy to that information, they feel like there's a vacuum in the symbol that is justice and peace. And so lo and behold, someone comes forth to take over that mantle who looks identical to All Might, and through a slew of mischief and mayhem, he ends up calling himself Dark Might, because he feels that he is the antithesis, but also the strength that is All Might. And of course, Deku, being the successor, is like, what? Excuse me. And meanwhile, all the other UA students are like, you're not about to take our hero and deface him like that. You literally have his face on. Take off deface and don't deface him. So it's this wonderful battle that not only shows, that symbols are more than just the appearance of, it's what they stand behind and beside, and it's what it means to be an actual hero. Not only that, but we are introduced into two new characters, Julio and Anna. And this is the first time in My Hero Academia where you get to see love portrayed on screen, and love to fruition, because that's a big thing. I don't know how caught up you guys are on the manga, but something that really bothers me is this will they won't they with Uraka and Deku, because it's very clear they both like each other, if not love each other, or have a lot of respect for each other. But that's a big thing for me. I want that to finally, because I'm more, we love romance, but that's such a cat and mouse game that they play. And I understand that there are other things with the Liberation Army, with all of the villains coming out, with literally all of the minor villains that they still haven't caught yet. There's a lot going on. There's All For One, we're about to get into this big battle with. I know that there are more important issues, but for me, I love the emotional backstage, or I love the emotional stakes of a show. So I love that they added, finally, love into this show, and you see that and what you're willing to do to fight for the one that you love. This video is getting very long, so let me jump into the spoiler part. So right now, if you have not watched it yet, it is out October 11th, go watch it, or you can skip ahead to all of the interviews at the end if you want to get a little bit of tidbit. Those are also going to be non-spoiler. So you're happy to just go ahead, and I will see you guys a little bit later. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. do all the buttons, and I'll say this again at the end. Spoiler time! I love this film. I really love that they introduced two new characters, Julio and Anna, and I love the Dark Might character because, yes, this is a reprieve from all of the battle, and if you've been watching season 7, you know that it's hitting the fan. It's getting so dark and sad, and you see Uraka and Toga having this ripping and this gripping, like what it means to be a villain. And so they bring in Dark Might, and we see this villain who truly believes that the only way to save the world is to become the symbol. And I think that's such a big thing that this entire 7th season is, or even leading up to it, it's like what it means to be a symbol. And we saw, you know, the death of Stars and Stripes, who also embodied, I think it's weird, it's interesting because Deku, Stars and Stripes, there's been so many characters in this My Hero Academia world who have embodied All Might, and we don't bat an eye on that because they've taken little parts of him, and it's mostly just the hair, but they've taken little parts of him but became their own character. But now you've got someone who truly puts his face on and says, you know, I'm gonna take that, your next symbol, and I am what's next. And so it's interesting that, you know, we accept some versions of that, but we're dismissing others. But it is truly how you use that symbol. Are you using it to truly take the face of, or are you using it to further your own identity? And I think that's the difference. But I like that we've got Julio and Anna in this film. These are brand new characters. We've never seen these characters before, and they are one-off. But you see the love with these two characters. You see how we're able to, oh my God, almost give up ourselves in pursuit of making sure that the other is okay, or even sacrificing, forcing the ones that you love to sacrifice you. You know that you know that your quirk is so dangerous that the only way to save the world is to ask the one that you love to end your life. These are serious stakes in this movie. I love that My Hero Academia is not just for children. It is real, raw, real stakes, real life in manga form. But these stakes are so high for these characters, and you feel it in this movie. It is such an intense movie. Ugh, I love it. But don't just listen to me. Here are the voice actors for Deku and All Might talking about this film. I have to know, leading into this big premiere, what are you excited for most about people seeing this film?
やはり私はオールマイトを演じてますが、今回はダークマイトもやっているというのを見ていただけると嬉しいです。
I am All Might, but this movie features Dark Might, so I'm really hoping people focus on that and my performance in it.
あともう一点、そしてさらに強くなった緑谷少年たち、ヒーロー候補生たちが、の活躍も見れることがすごく嬉しいです。
And also being able to see Midoriya and all the UA guys really get powered up and going for it. That'll be really fun to watch.
やっとアメリカでフルムービーのフルがみんなで見れるっていうのが非常に楽しみですね。本当に終盤からの勢いがすごいので、一番見てほしかったところがやっと見てもらえるっていうのが非常に楽しみです。
Yeah, I'm just truly excited that now, during Anime Expo, we only got to see that 15 minutes, that snippet of the movie, but now we all get to sit together and watch the entire thing all together, and we actually get to see now what I actually wanted to show to fans. So I'm just really excited for that.
The film releases Friday, October 11th, so don't miss your opportunity to go Plus Ultra, and make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, and I will see you all for the next video.